Okay, I'm home. I just went and got the kids.
Yes, sir.
And say hey, Money. Hey to the vlog.
Hi.
And we went and got this triple treat box from Pizza Hut. I was not expecting it to actually look like a present. It's pretty dope.
I'm gonna put on my headphones for you.
Snap pictures. Let's see what we got here. Cinnabons and I don't know, what is that called? Garlic bread or something? Pepperoni and the sausage. Time to eat. What's up, you guys? Vlogmas day 4. I thought we'd sit down and relax and just kind of do a Vlogmas questionnaire. So what I'm gonna do is light some candles. And I got some wine. I just grabbed whatever I had here in the house because I literally just came up with this idea. So what I really want is some red wine. Oh, that was burning hard. What I really want is my favorite type of wine is a sweet red wine. I think it's considered like a dessert wine or something like that. I want that. So hopefully this lighting isn't too bad. I want it to be something real chill, kind of relaxing. So yeah, pour up a glass of wine, you guys, champagne, whatever you got. And let's talk about Christmas. Cheers. Okay, so let's go through these questions. I wrote 10 questions, so we're gonna go through these. And as we go through these, I would love to hear if you guys have any stories or anything that you want to chime in on as far as these questions go. If one of them resonates with you a lot and you got something you want to say, leave it in the comments. Let's start a discussion. Oh, and I want to give a quick shout out to the maker of these candles. Burning 2 candles right now. Soul Fruit and the Pumpkin of Fall Fantasy. And this is a company that's owned actually by a hygienist, and it's called Candelicious. I'll put a link in the description to her website. These candles are amazing. I only recently really became a candle person and she has some really, really good quality candles, and they're all vegan. So shout out to Candlelicious for making these dope candles. All right, here we go. Question number 1. What does Christmas mean to you? So initially growing up, I grew up in a Christian household. So initially Christmas for me meant Jesus' birthday. And then obviously the thing that most kids are excited about is getting gifts. It's that time of year when you get to make a Christmas list and get presents put under the tree. But now in my adult age, Christmas to me is really just a good feeling time of the year. I think Christmas around this time, I feel like there's a lot of love in the air. I feel like there's a lot of focus on family togetherness, just happiness and cheer in general. All of the craziness of the year, I feel like kind of starts to wind down and take a break for the Christmas season. You start having a lot of family movies that are playing, a lot more staying in the house. Just Christmas to me just means like togetherness, family, and like happiness. Rounding out the year with good energy and love. So yeah. Question number 2. Did you believe in Santa as a kid? Yes, I did. I did believe in Santa. I definitely believed in the whole magic of Christmas when I was a kid. I believed that they were really had a list and they were checking it twice. And I really thought that when I woke up in the morning, because the way it was when I was growing up, there was never presents under the tree leading up to Christmas Day. There would literally be the tree with no gifts under it. And then Christmas Eve, when we go to sleep, we wake up and come out and the living room will be filled with Christmas gifts. So I think my mom doing that added to the belief in the magic of Christmas and the magic of Santa. And used to leave the cookies and milk out. I think I probably done that maybe only a few times in my childhood, but the times I did, I saw the cookie bitten and some of the milk drank. So I definitely believed in Santa when I was a kid. Question number 3, when did you stop believing? So I remember vividly when I stopped believing in Santa, I probably was around 7, 8, maybe 8 or 9, probably 8 or 9 years old. And there was a time, it was Christmas Eve, and my mom still did her usual thing where there was no gifts under the tree until the morning. Just by chance that night, while I was sleeping, I heard a door shut, like from outside. And for some reason it woke me up. I guess it was loud enough or it just hit the right way. I woke up and I looked out the blinds and I saw my mom getting gifts out of the trunk of her car. So that was when I started believing in Santa. It might have been before 9, but I just know it was around that time frame. Okay. Question number 4. What was your most memorable Christmas and why? So my first most memorable Christmas was when I don't even know how old I was. Might have been like 7 or 8. And I got a Super Nintendo for Christmas with Zelda. Zelda is my all-time favorite game. Um, it was on, I think it was called Zelda: A Link to the Past. So that was a super dope Christmas because when I got that game, that's all I was doing was playing that until I beat it. My next most memorable Christmas was probably my freshman year in high school. I think I had wanted a Michael Vick jersey with some matching Chuck Taylors. It was the black, red, and white Michael Vick jersey and some black, red, and white Chucks. And I had a Carmelo Anthony North Carolina basketball jersey, which was baby blue and white. And I got some baby blue and white Chuck Taylors. So that was like top on my list. And I remember just getting a whole bunch of clothes and stuff like that. And that was what I had wanted that Christmas, because that's when I was really starting to get into fashion and, you know, trying to dress to impress in school and stuff like that. So those are my memorable Christmases, just when I'm thinking about the gifts. Now every Christmas has, you know, other memorable features to the holiday, you know, just spending time with family and stuff like that. But that was just for as far as the gift giving goes. I'll talk more about that because I got another question that I'll get more into traditions and stuff like that. Number 5, snow on Christmas or no? So first of all, I love snow. So yes, snow on Christmas, absolutely. To me, there's something just about waking up in the morning and seeing that blanket of white, fresh snow, untainted, unbothered, you know, by all the car tracks that make it look all muddy and black and dirty, a bunch of people walking on it and stuff like that. Like that flat blanket of snow that's just pure white and bright when you look outside. I love that. So absolutely yes, snow on Christmas is a yes for me. Also, number 6, I wanted to add in fun fact. My birthday is actually the day after Christmas. And I always get questions. People always ask me, oh, so how was it growing up? Did you get 2 gifts? Did you get a Christmas and a birthday? No, I did not. Actually, sadly, Christmas usually overshadows my birthday because it's such a huge holiday. And my birthday is literally the next day after the hype. So you would imagine that people are pretty much depleted at that point. They're in recovery mode, actually trying to prepare to do New Year's. So the day after Christmas is more like a rest day. It's when everything is like really dead and just real laid back. So I've never had a birthday turn up on my actual birthday. Lately, I've been trying to do things after Christmas, like kind of more toward the New Year. Number 7, what do I want for Christmas this year? Man, to be honest, there's a whole bunch of stuff I could list. But typically, I don't even focus on the things that I want for Christmas. I usually focus on the things that people around me want, and then also like my kids. But if I was to say some things that I want, I'm working on building my credit score. So I definitely want a 700 for Christmas. I really been fascinated with electric skateboards. I know that's probably left field, but yeah, electric skateboards be looking dope, man. Just be seeing. I don't know if you guys have ever seen somebody on an electric skateboard, but it's like they're just floating, floating across the ground. Like, it's super dope. But after this vlog, after I'm done recording this, I'm probably gonna think of something else better that I could have said that I wanted for Christmas. But really, I'm not picky. I just like any gift that I get. I'm always appreciative. When I was young, my mom actually taught me a really valuable lesson about receiving gifts, and it still holds very, very strong, that lesson till today. I remember one time I got some gifts from a family member, and excuse me, it was my aunt. And you know, in true teenage fashion, I wasn't thinking. I got the stuff that she gave me, and I just was like going into the house with it. And my mom stopped me like, "Hey, did you say thank you?" And I was like, "Oh no, I'm sorry, thank you." And she was like, "Boy, you better appreciate when people give you shit, because don't nobody gotta do nothing for you. Don't nobody have to go out of their way to buy you nothing or give you anything." And that was very true. You know, nobody has an obligation to do anything for you in life. You know, especially once you start becoming older. But a lot of things that you get, like when you get gifts and extra things, you know, those things are not, a lot of times they're not necessities. You know, they're wants. So when people give you things, or they are generous to you, go out of their way to do things, I've always made it a point to be gracious, that, you know, because I know that you didn't have to do this. So if any of you guys decide to send me some gifts, know that I will greatly, greatly appreciate it, and it would not be taken for granted. All right. Question number 8. Favorite Christmas movie? Okay, so the crazy thing is, there's a lot of freaking Christmas movies, and I was having a trouble kind of thinking about what my favorite Christmas movie is. I never actually thought, like, do I have a favorite Christmas movie? I just like Christmas movies in general. But if I had to pick some Christmas movies that I like, it is A Christmas Story. And I think that one just holds a special place because I always see it damn near every Christmas. I always end up watching it somehow. So it's kind of become like a tradition, you know, to see that movie. Home Alone was a big one for me, because when I seen that when I was young, first off, I just loved the fact that they had like such a huge family. And then it just became even more fun, the idea of being home alone and having this whole big house that you can do whatever you want. And I just loved the way he was a little kid and he was toying with those burglars like that. I thought it was so cool. All right. Question number 9. Christmas traditions growing up. Okay, so now I want to know what you guys' traditions are. I'm going to tell you what mine was growing up. The things that stood out for me was we always put up a Christmas tree. My mom always broke out the Soulful Christmas album with Mariah Carey, Boyz II Men, like all of them on it, and she played those Let It Snow. She played all that stuff, and man, always bumping that. Had a fireplace going, Christmas tree lit, no house lights really on. The tree was kind of what lit up the living room and the house. Cooking, my mom always cooked like these signature dishes every year. It's like stuff that we wait on. Everybody makes different stuff. The thing that I loved for my mom to make was barbecue chopped beef, baked beans, potato salad. Yeah, that's it. barbecue chopped beef, baked beans, potato salad. I love that. She made other things too, but those were the 3 dishes that for me, I loved. With a grape soda, man, that was, and you know, the funny thing is like I said, everybody has such different traditions and probably cook different things, but that was one of the things that I used to always ask my mom to make for Christmas. Other traditions that we had was, depending on how we approached my mom, we would get her to agree to let us open, me, my brother and sister, to open one gift on Christmas Eve. And it couldn't be like a really big one. It had to be something small or something like that. So that was always cool, just to be able to open one, you know. One of the things that my mom used to do that I thought was really, really dope, and I feel like this could be something if you guys have kids or just do big family functions where you guys open a lot of gifts, is my mom, with her having 3 kids, she started noticing that we would go and start counting, you know, how many gifts each one of us has, and look at the sizes and stuff like that and start comparing. So she started not writing our names on the gifts, but she would write a color or like a fruit. So I think one year she had on the presents, it would say grape, cherry, and watermelon or something like that, right? In the name section. And excuse me, you wouldn't know who you are until Christmas morning when we're opening up and it's just say, all right, you're this, you're that, you know, and then we would know, and then we would just collect all of our gifts that said that, you know, that name. So that was a really good way to keep us from being able to, you know, go over and try to eyeball, you know, what we got or who got more gifts or something like that. Which my sister always got more gifts. I don't know what it was, but I guess being a girl, this stuff was easier. It was easier to shop for her. But yeah, those are some of our Christmas traditions. Simple stuff, nothing major. And 10, new traditions you'd like to have. So for me, I do want to start some Christmas traditions with my kids and just with my family in general. One at home, I think this is a good question. That's got me thinking. I think I want to do stuff like baking. I want to make it a habit for us to bake something every year, like some cookies, some brownies, some type of dessert, and just kind of have fun with it. Just have it be like a family thing. Watching movies. We just went up, me and the kids. I have the kids with me this weekend. I just had us sit down and watch the Santa Claus. That's one of my favorite movies too. Santa Claus with Tim Allen. When he killed Santa Claus, basically Santa Claus fell off the roof. He died, and he became Santa Claus. Yeah, baking competitions or something. Doing a pajama like dress up movie night. I definitely want to do Christmas photos. You know, people, you know, get dressed in the outfits and they're next to to the tree, and then they take some family photos and they send those out to all the family and stuff like that. Like, I've always wanted to do that. I really got in the habit of buying the fake tree and just kind of keeping that year round. So every year I put up the same tree. But I would like to start shopping for the real tree, like get a real tree, find the characteristics and stuff that we want, pick that out, decorate it super nice, and then do the tradition of dad putting the star on the top. We've done that in the past, but I want to make it more of a tradition, like something that Christmas is not right if we don't do these things, or because those things shape kids' memories, you know, and it shapes our memories too, you know, the things that we did to make time special. Also, I want to make it a tradition to really be intentional about the way we end the year and the way we bring in the new year. So those are some traditions I think I'd like to. And also, oh, big one, I want to research and know more about doing Hanukkah. So yeah, I just changed the setting, and I think it just made my whole video look different. That is gonna conclude this Vlogmas Day 4. I want to thank you guys for watching. If you are not subscribed, please subscribe, or thinking about subscribing. If you like any of the content that I'm putting out, if you just like me and you want to share me, share this video. What the heck am I talking about? Thank y'all for watching. Stay tuned for Vlogmas continuing, and I'll see y'all in the next one.